Hi, I'm Jessie Dowlow.
And I am Jody Ann Williston. Today, we'll be learning the process of memory and how to retain information. Let's dive in. Why are we so forgetful? And how do we retain information learned?
According to Wild in 2007, memory is a diary that we all carry about with us. We have come to know memory as learning that has persisted over time. It is the information that has been stored and in many cases recalled.
In the 1960s, psychologists Richard Atkinson and Richard Sheffrin discovered the 3 stages of memory formation: encoding, storage, retrieval.
First, it is encoded into the brain. This is sensory memory. It is a process of requiring data and entering it into the memory system in a form that can be understood and used.
Second is working memory or short-term memory. This is the information that has passed through the sensory memory and now processed and stored for future use.
If this information is rehearsed, it will be transferred into long-term memory, where information is retrieved. For example, retrieval cues. These are like trails of breadcrumbs that lead to a specific memory. Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, is an example of a negative retrieval cue. Some persons may avoid traveling in cars after being in a vehicle accident.
Let's step into the thought bubble. All of us at one point in time had to learn the quadratic formula by heart. Jessie, can you tell me what it is?
No, I cannot.
Don't worry too much about it. Odds are, none of us can. This is an example of us learning information but not being able to retain and retrieve it. Luckily, there are lots of tips and tricks that can be used to address this issue.
Number 1. Mnemonics. These are memory aids and techniques that use vivid imagery and organizational devices. This can be done through the use of acronyms. For example, Roy G. Biv. This is commonly used to remember the colors of the rainbow.
Number 2. We can also organize and break down information into familiar, manageable units, which will be easier to remember. This is called chunking.
Sharing and discussing newly learned information with the people around you.
Number 4. Discovering which learning technique works for you. If you remember information when it is spoken to you, you can be an auditory learner. If you remember graphs and photos easier, you might be a visual learner. If you have to rewrite your notes, you are reading/writing learner. And if you learn by being hands-on, you can utilize the kinetics learning techniques.
Number 5. Get enough sleep. Insufficient sleep can make it difficult to focus and learn, increasing absent-mindedness. Sleep is necessary for making a memory stick so that it can be recalled in the future.
Number 6. Repetition learning. For example, reading over your notes every day will increase your abilities to retain them.
Number 7. Minimize interference. Interferences often occur when you try to remember something similar to something else that is already in your long-term memory. For example, remembering your phone number can be difficult when you know your previous phone number by heart. This can be avoided by associating the new phone number with a specific rhythm or a song.
Number 8. Activating retrieval cues. These are prompts that help us remember.
In conclusion, memory is both a reconstruction and reproduction of past events. Our memories may haunt us or sustain us, but either way, they define us. Without them, we are left to wander alone in the dark. This was said by Han Green in Crash Course. Thank you.